Hi everyone, today I would like to share a video with you on how you can start again after failure or setbacks. But before we get into it, I have a question for you. What if failure is not the end, but a new beginning? So let's talk about this. Let's talk about how we can rewire your brain for success. Failure isn't just something that you experience, but it's actually a rewiring opportunity for your brain. What happens is, after every episode of failure or every setback, you literally experience your brain shaping new neural pathways. And guess what? You can control this process. So here's the exciting part. You have the power to change those pathways and rewire your brain for resilience, for confidence, and for success. This process is called neuroplasticity. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how neuroplasticity works, how failure impacts your mind, and we're also going to discuss 3 powerful ways you can retrain your brain to push forward even after multiple setbacks or experiences of failure. So let's get into it. Our brains are like dynamic maps. They're constantly changing based on what we experience, based on what we think, and based on what we do. So this means that the way you think today is not necessarily set in stone. You can literally reshape your mental process over time. But here is the challenge. When we experience failure, our brain's default response is to trigger fear, it's to trigger self-doubt, and it's to trigger hesitation. Why? Because our brain is not designed for success. Our brain is designed for survival. It is wired to protect you from pain, and guess what? Fear is painful. So what neurologically happens when you activates the amygdala? This is the fear center, and when it does this, it triggers stress and it triggers negative emotions. It also reinforces old neural pathways that associate a failure with discomfort, and you are then less likely to try again. It releases less dopamine, which is the motivational chemical, so you feel less excited about making another attempt. Sound familiar? That's why after you experience a failure or a setback, you might feel stuck, unmotivated, and self-doubt kicks in. But here is the good news. Just like failure creates negative neural pathways, you can intentionally create new positive ones that can help build confidence, can help build resilience and courage. Let me show you how. 1, we are going to rewire your brain for success. So we know that your thoughts and your actions are like electrical signals traveling through your brain. The more you repeat a thought, and the more you repeat a behavior, the stronger that pathway becomes. So, if you want to overcome failure and you want to start again, with confidence, you need to create and strengthen the right neural pathways. And we are going to do this in 3 following steps. Step 1, we're going to do what we call cognitive reappraisal. This is reframing failure to data. So we are going to reframe this because failure is just feedback, it's just data. How you interpret failure directly impacts how your brain encodes it. If you see it as a personal flaw, your brain will strengthen and reinforce those neural pathways. However, if you see it as a learning experience, your brain reinforces growth-oriented pathways. So here's what we are going to do. After any setback, you are going to start asking yourself these 2 questions. So question number 1 is, what did I learn? And question number 2 is, what is the one thing that I can do differently next time? See, this shift in perspective tells your brain to adapt rather than shut down. Step number 2 is visualization or mental rehearsal. So your brain does not distinguish the difference between real experiences or vividly imagined ones. In neuroscience research, it shows that mental rehearsal or visualizing success actually activates the same neural circuits as doing the task. So here's what we are going to do. So every morning for the next 21 days, or even before a very big challenge, we are going to practice visualization. So you're going to close your eyes for 60 seconds and you are going to visualize yourself overcoming obstacles, succeeding at that goal. And remember, the more you practice it, the more your brain reinforces that positive neural pathway. Step number 3 and the final step is we are going to activate the confidence circuit. This is called the dopamine boosts. So dopamine is the brain's motivational chemical. When you accomplish something, even something very small, your brain rewards you with a boost. And when it does this, it reinforces the neural pathways of confidence. So what we will focus on moving forward, after failure or setback, we are not going to focus on the big leap. Instead, we are going to focus on small, achievable wins. After minor progress, your brain is going to rewire and associate that success and not fear. For example, instead of thinking, I have to rebuild my entire business after this failure, you're going to focus on one small step. This could be something like reaching out to a new client, or improving on one small skill, or setting micro goals. And as a footnote, make sure you celebrate each win, because when you do, your brain will start craving progress instead of fearing failure. So we have reached the end of the video. Here is what I want you to remember. You are not stuck. Your brain is adaptable. And every time you shift your mindset, every time you practice resilience, or every time you take one small step forward, you are actively rewiring your brain for success. So next time you experience a setback or failure, remind yourself, I am not failing, I am simply rewiring. Now, tell me in the comments, what is the one small action that you will take today to reinforce a success-oriented mindset? And let's build this journey together. If this was helpful, or if it resonated with you, please hit like, follow, and share this video with someone who you believe needs it. Take care, guys, and I will see you in the next video.